What's going on, guys? King Trats here, back with another video on the channel, and today we have our low-key meal. Honestly, this is the stuff that I eat when I'm not on camera, and I decided to, at the last minute, say, you know what, I'm just gonna show it a little bit, because people are curious in the days that I don't record anything of what I'm eating. So what we have here today is some cheeseburger lo mein. You can call it whatever you want to, but that's what I called it because it's complete freestyle I made at the last minute. When I take my low calorie days, I usually eat around 2,000 calories, just make sure I hit my protein goals and then go from there. So let me take you through the world's easiest recipe real quick. First thing we do, we brown up some ground beef, let that cook, and of course we seasoned it. You can season it however you want to. Normally how you would season a cheeseburger, I went with onion powder, garlic powder, and of course that sazon tropical, which at this point I might as well just have a bucket of it in my house. Once we had that, we took the beef off and we had these lo mein noodles, udon noodles, going at the same time in another boiler. So we boiled these off. So they take about 2 minutes. That's it. They taste like fresh noodles. That's why I like them so much. I said that in another video too. But the entire pack is about 400 calories and the small thing of ramen is like 380. So you can kind of extrapolate. And this doesn't have all the fat and the extracurricular stuff that you have in there. So we strained those and then threw it into some cheese sauce. The cheese sauce, of course, is Tostitos. You can use whatever cheese sauce you want to, or any kind of sauce in that fact. Once we had that in there, we just tossed that up, threw the beef back in, seasoned it up again real quick, and of course you can put whatever you want to on the side. I went with the medium boiled eggs, medium boiled, like that this time. And of course the Brussels sprouts, I love my Brussels sprouts. And that is the finished product. This is that day off meal that no one cares about, but it's still good, I'm telling you. It's just a little lower calorie, not as much food. But you'd be surprised how much food this actually is. I did bring my Tupperware, and I'm gonna show you in a second. I'm just gonna get into this bite real quick because I want to, you know what I'm saying? But super, 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 super cheesy. Just like my joke slip. Would you eat that? Oh, damn. You better eat that. That was good as hell. Ooh. Hey, look at it. It's like hamburger helper lo mein. Mmm. Mmm. Damn, this is actually better than I thought it'd be. Now, chef's secret. I'm a damn chef, but you know what I'm saying. Anybody who makes pasta will know how to do this, obviously, but if you want to dilute the cheese, which is what I like to do with this, I use about 100 grams, which comes out to about like 100 calories or so. And then I take the pasta water and I add it to make it like, you know, that starchy pasta water to kind of make it stick to the noodles a little better. The other thing is, with the cheese sauce, don't like boil it or anything. It's already cooked, you don't have to do anything, just put the noodles in and just let it work. You can put the heat on just like low and then just let it cook, because these noodles are fresh, and if you cook them too long, they're gonna get chewy, and you don't want chewy noodles. They're not like cooking like the, you know, regular pasta. Cheese all on my face. It's cheesy as hell, isn't it? I don't know, drop that noodle so I can clean the table. Mmm. Yeah, I didn't even bother with a chopstick today. I'm tired, and it's been a long day. I wipe my damn mouth. This is extra cheesy. Look at that. You can use regular ramen. You can use regular pasta if you want to. It all works the same. I just like these noodles. I really do. They're microwavable, but they taste a lot better when you just boil them real quick. And you can find them, like I said before, in the ethnic section. I hate saying that, bro. It's lame. That's where I find like collard greens, and I'm like, hold on. I guess it is ethnic. It's so good. And while I'm here, I said a couple of videos ago that I would show you kind of what I do eat off camera. And this is like a perfect example of what I do. So let me just show you real quick. I made a cauliflower stir fry using the same thing. So that's what's in here. There's about 6 more ounces of ground beef, 1 egg, a bag of mixed vegetables is about 200 calories, the rest of the Brussels sprouts, you see them right here. And when I finish cooking, I take that same pan before I clean it, and I just dump everything in here, and then I season it a little more, and I just make like a quick little stir fry. This entire bowl, and it's heavy. You can see it's pretty big. It's about 350 calories, which is insane. Like, you can extrapolate that how you want to, because the bag of cauliflower rice is only about 60 calories. And then you add in the beef, what the hell is it? Brussels sprouts, and the egg gives you about another 200, gives you 200 calories, and then the mixed vegetables is about 100 calories. So, I mean, I don't know, my math is messed up. I'm tired, it's been a long day. But I just wanted to show that. This is like a good, if you like low calorie meals, it's like super filling. Like, try to make that. It's really easy, just like, it's all microwave bags. And I love microwave bags when I'm making quick meals like that. People sleep on the microwavable bags, the frozen vegetables and stuff. Use them. One, a lot of people don't like to eat certain stuff, or they won't eat healthy. I don't like the word healthy because I don't think it's a real, it's kind of a myth. Because anything that you deem not nutritious, which is what people are talking about, uses like Oreos and stuff, they have no nutritional value. If you eat it in moderation, you can still be healthy. So I don't want people to have an unhealthy relationship with food and start saying, oh, I can't eat that, it's not healthy. That's why I use it. But there's a lot of people that don't eat vegetables or, you know, healthy food because they're like, well, I didn't have any, I don't have time, things like that. It takes a shorter time to go to the drive-thru at Burger King than it does to microwave a couple of bags of whatever. And you just gotta find, damn, this is good, food that you enjoy that fits within your diet. And I know you're talking to a guy who eats a lot of Burger King and all that other stuff like that, and yeah, but as I've stated in most of my videos, and I even called my dad on one of the last videos, I don't finish all of that food for a reason, because that's not the type of food that you're trying to fill up on. Now, if you eat a different kind of lifestyle, have a different kind of diet, I don't like that word either. Give me a second. Where you eat clean, meaning you eat a lot of just what people call boring food, and then you have like a cheat meal, that's a different, I don't do that. So what I usually do is a couple of times a week, I have about 2,000 calories of crap, where it's not necessarily crap, but like, you know, it's not something that you want to make like your basic diet. And then off camera, I'm eating things like this, where there's not a lot of calories in it, and the nutritional value is through the roof. It's literally protein and vegetables. And that's where I get like the remainder of my calories from. Now today, this is actually what I'm eating for the entire day. I wanted to show people that. And when I finished my workout, I had a protein shake. I know some people are probably saying that's a lot of protein if you're a person who counts macros. I have to eat 200 grams of protein a day. Every day. So yes, it is a lot of protein. So there's about a pound, it's 17 ounces to be exact, 17.1 I weigh it, of ground beef. It's 93.7. I don't use like 85. 93.7 is the lowest I will go. I usually buy it just because it's cheaper. You can strain the fat if you want to. But I don't go any lower than 93.7. I will go up to 96.4, but the difference is 93.7 is about $6 per pound, where the 96.4 is like $9. So I can get a little more value out of it. So there's a pound of that. I have 4 eggs, and then the residual protein you get from the rest of the stuff, and the shake will get me up to 200 grams. Good hell. So, I kind of wanted to show this today, just because people do ask about it, and also just to kind of tell people, like, yo, you don't have to, like, even if you're trying to lose weight, I don't like that term either. You're trying to lose body fat, more than likely. You don't have to eat stuff that makes you not, like, want to eat. You know, a lot of times people think diet and they think, okay, well, I have to just eat a whole bunch of boring shit. You know, because that's what you've been told your whole life. Like, wake up, jog 10,000 miles, and eat unseasoned grilled chicken and some vegetables and call it a day. You don't have to do that. And a big reason why people either have two things happen. One, they don't stick with whatever their diet was. Or two, they do it, they get to their goal weight, and then they yo-yo right the hell back up. And the reason that that happens is because you don't enjoy it. I don't care who you are. Unless, not even bodybuilders. Like, I don't care who you are. It's a rare thing for people to eat just chicken, vegetables, whatever. 365 days a year. Now, bodybuilding culture has kind of been synonymous with fitness culture, and then you add in the social media culture, and it kind of can be a bad thing sometimes because a lot of people aren't transparent with these things. If your job is to look ripped on camera, you're going to have to sacrifice a lot more. But not even them, and them I say is a broad thing. There might be some, but a lot of them don't tell the truth. A lot of bodybuilders, that's each gender, they will do the same kind of thing that they do for bodybuilding, which means when you're in prep, when you're preparing for a show, for a contest, your diet's extremely strict. Depending on what your coach or even you say, that can go anywhere from 16 weeks, aka 4 months. Most common I've seen is 12 weeks. Some people do 8. If you're a god body, some people have like the 1%ers. I've seen as low as 4, but that's like. So when they get to peak week, because bodybuilders have a peak week, meaning when their contests are. Some people have 1 or 2 contests, but usually it's 1. So when they get to peak week is when they're at their leanest, their skin is the most thin. Yes, you do have to do things to thin your. There's a lot of things go behind the scenes. And you're the most shredded that you're going to be for the entire year. A lot of them take photo shoots. And they will take photo shoots and take hundreds of pictures and then just reuse them the entire year because they don't look like that all the time. Now, personally, I have never been that lean. I mean, males especially are getting down to sub 5%, sub 3%. Essential body fat is about, you're pushing that threshold. Meaning body fat that you need to function. And if you ask anybody who's been on stage, they'll tell you that, like, they're hurting last week. You look good, but you're eating unseasoned food. You gotta watch your sodium, you gotta watch your water, so it's tough. But you take those pictures, and then after your contest, a lot of them binge donuts, cookies, because they haven't had it in so long. Naturally, when you do that, you put weight back on. Body fat. So, they're a little less lean, and sometimes a lot less lean, depending on the person. No more pictures. And that goes for each gender. I've had women that I've coached, men too. It's the same thing, and that's normal. But when you're on social media, a lot of times, you're not going to show that side. I know it's becoming more common, which is good. But being that lean all the time can have a lot of adverse effects. As a person who's gotten down, the lowest I got was about 5 or 6%, which at that point, I was shredded. I had no energy. My workouts were terrible. I had no libido. Like, I was just sad. Try another way. Have a cheeseburger and balance your diet. That's my advice. And you can make things similar to this and still get to where you need to be. When I was actually trying to lose body fat, I lost 70 pounds. I at no point was starving myself or eating things that I didn't want to eat. I ate McDonald's and stuff the whole time. Happily. So, I know sometimes there are people that watch these videos and they're like, man, I'm on a diet. I'll live vicariously through you. You don't have to do that. Do you need some sort of control? Absolutely. You can't eat whatever the hell you want. You don't have to do what I do, and I'm not telling you to do that. But my advice to you is don't do that yo-yo thing where you drop 20, you put on 30. You drop 20, you put on 30. You drop 30, you put on 20. It's a constant struggle when you do things like that. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And everybody's trying to always lose fast. I do this for a living. You know how many people have contacted me and said, hey, what's the fastest that I can lose X amount of weight? You have to change your mindset. When you change your mindset and you develop good habits, the results will come. And I know it goes against every fiber of your being to do so and be like, wait, I'm eating so much. How am I still getting leaner? It's possible. And the last thing I'll say before I go is if you are going to seek advice from an expert, make sure that they are an expert. And the only thing I can say is if they prescribe to you some kind of cookie cutter diet and tell you to eat next to nothing, do not hire them. If someone is giving you advice and telling you to eat less than 1,200 calories or even 1,200 calories or anywhere near that, no. Do not do it. It's a trap. That's a Star Wars reference. Don't do it. You do not have to starve yourself and run 48 miles to get in shape. There's a billion ways to do it. But that is the least enjoyable and the least sustainable. Trust me. I've done it. You know, before I actually went to school, and I struggled with my weight my whole life, and I used to do things like that, right? I watched my dad do it when I was a kid. You go jogging every friggin' 15, every morning, and eat crap, and some crap and stuff that tasted like ass. Actually, ass tastes good, but you know what I mean. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, I did. I'm leaving it. Anyway, I watched him do it. You know, and his head got real big, and you got, you don't get the, you got to keep a little. Anyway, that's gonna be the end. I got so much stuff I still have to do, and I have the gas man. Yes, the gas man. The gas people are coming to put a gas tank at 7 o'clock in the morning, which is literally 5 hours from now, and I still haven't slept yet. They only do stuff in the morning because my schedule is messed up and I have to work around everybody else's. What's the earliest? My earliest is, I would give you the middle finger right now if I could, but I don't want to demonetize. That's the thing. If anybody knows the PSE&G guys, come to my house to put some gas stuff in my house. Tell them I said to kiss my ass. I'm not kidding either. I'll fight him. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure. More content though. I love you. Out of hand signs. They made it to YouTube.